Hello, people. Trust you're doing fine this weekend. A few days ago, I posted on my WhatsApp status that I would be sharing child safety tips with you, parents, caregivers, teachers, on my social media handles. Okay, so today I will begin with an introduction on child safety. Um, Child sexual abuse is a topic that most people try to shy away from. They don't want to talk about it. Yeah, but we gotta talk about it. We got to talk about this. Child sexual abuse is it's an epidemic. It's a universal problem, and it needs to be sorted out before things go out of hand. Yeah, things may have gone out of hand based on the things we see every day on papers, on the TV news we hear every day. Children around us are being sexually abused, and we need to do something about it. The first thing we need to do is to acknowledge that this thing happens. It happens everywhere. In the schools our children attend, at church, everywhere. Our children are vulnerable to child sexual abuse. Statistics says that 1 in 4 boys, 1 in 4 girls, and 1 in 6 girls will be sexually abused before the age of 18. We need to do something about this. The rate at which children are being sexually abused these days is alarming. And we gotta do something about it. Because the impact of child sexual abuse is tremendous. When it happens, it becomes so difficult for us to solve the issues. It becomes so difficult for us to amend what has been done. And that's why it's important for you parents, it's important for you caregivers to be informed so that we can join hands together to prevent this epidemic. Yeah. And so today will just be an introduction to this child sexual abuse. The first thing we need to do is to acknowledge the fact that this thing happens. It happens every day. Yeah, the impact is real. Aside sexual abuse, there are other forms of abuse which most children are prone to. Physical abuse, domestic abuse, emotional abuse, and all this affects our children, affects them even to adulthood. Findings have shown that when children are sexually abused, it goes a long way to affect them. And some of those problems which they go through after being sexually abused is depression, suicide, relationship conflicts. Yeah. And this goes on and on and on and on to affect them. Poor academic performance. And that's why we need to do something together. We need to fight. We need to come together to ensure that this thing stops. The impact of child abuse is unfathomable. And that's why I will be dedicating my weekends to preaching about child safety. Child safety is a very broad topic, But first of all, I would start with child sexual safety. How can we keep our children safe from being sexually molested, being sexually abused? And you parents, you caregivers, you teachers, you have a responsibility to play. You have your own part to play in this. And that's why I'll be dedicating my weekends to ensure that you guys are informed. Let's come together to end child sexual abuse. And it all starts with being aware. Awareness. This is one of the ways we can prevent child sexual abuse. Not anymore. Not one more boy, not one more girl being sexually abused. So, I want to believe that I've been able to introduce you to the next couple of series of videos which I will be sending to you via my social media pages, my Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp status. And I believe that if we're all aware about this, we can put an end to child sexual abuse.